actually back in verse 6, it talks about the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs. It talks about the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. Every mountain and island were moved out of their places. You know, I've heard that when in an atomic blast, that's exactly what happens, is the heaven rolls like a scroll. And then, of course, after an atomic blast is the radiation. And that's the thing that really affects so many people. I mean, the blast itself, immediate area, somewhat extended area, but the radiation is what really affects most of the people. And if these bombs are going to be as big as some of these huge things, it could affect the radiation could affect quite an area. And then it goes on, then after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor so that they wouldn't hurt anybody. So I guess, have you ever heard that before, that the wind is not blowing, it's not going to blow that radiation around the world?
No, but it sure makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With especially the second seal of a war, a world war that's very possibly nuclear. Another current event, this last week, Russia unveiled a new ICBM missile that is unofficially called the son of Satan, because the one that's replacing was Satan. And it can carry 12 nuclear weapons and destroy a whole nation at one shot, and you can find all this on Encouraging Prophecy Central. And at the present time can evade any effort by anti-ballistic missiles that are known.
Wow.
So Russia's just trying to say, we probably won't use this, but just be nice to us.
Do you think God is really limited by the invention of man?
No.
Because he didn't use man's invention in the flood. He didn't use man's invention in Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right.
He could. He has a purpose for everything that's done.
That's right.
But is he limited by man's invention in that?
No. And we know he's not. Absolutely. That's why I said, when I taught about the war of the second seal in Ezekiel 38 and 39, it says fire and brimstone,
Yeah.
you know, but there was no word for hydrogen bombs or anything then either, you know.
Our mind is so finite
Yeah,
in comparison to him,
right.
that we have to find things. Oh, this looks like it might be. But in my mind, because if that fits my mind, then my
That's
God
probably
is
not
too
good enough.
small.
Yeah.
My God is too small
Yeah.
if that fits my mind.
You're right.
So
Yeah.
I think I could use it if he wanted to,
Yeah,
but it's what we have to find as a man or woman to think this, this might match.
right. What I like to do with that is, I think the same way you do. You know, it doesn't have to be a nuclear war.
No.
But if we can imagine a nuclear war now, imagine how much more God can do without it. You know?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So it doesn't matter what it really is.
Because he owns all
It's
those
at least as
little
bad as a
atoms.
nuclear war. That's
He
all.
owns all those little atoms and neutrons. He can mix them together the way he wants to.
Amen.